we will talk about the elections and the perceptions. Actually, tomorrow we are, going to vote in our at least north part of Karnataka, and the almost entire nation is going through the voting process or the election process. So when we, I will share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the whole like when we are voting, we will decide, means whom we need to vote. So the whole concept is we take some decisions or we do some reactions with the available data. So if means before going to the elections and the voting process or decision making process, right? So generally for any perception, like in our day-to-day life, right? Wherever we do some we take decisions or we do some behave something. It's all based on our our understanding, and this understanding comes with the information which we have it in ourselves. So the information which we have it, right, there are two parts into that. One, we had through our DNA itself, we have some information, the history, and the other one we call it as mind or manas. So that also holds the history. This physical body contains some information from our from our previous and ancestors itself. So that the DNA contains complete information where we are from, which geography, and what are all the things happened into our ancestors. That all contained in DNA through the physical body. That's one information which we have it. The other information which is stored in mind, that's manas, that we call it as, right? So that is which is attached to the soul itself. That manas also contains the information which is from the previous births. So the soul have gone through so many births, and the mind always have along with that the manas. Okay, so that also contains so much information. So using this two information, our whole body or our we behave, we do some reactions with these perceptions and the reactions. So this is how the whole the actions or reactions or perceptions created. So why I am saying this is one arrow, this information is processed and you do some reactions, and there are some reactions. So that's why we used to do a sandhyavandana, where we pray to the god that Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. So that we are asking the brain or the buddhi that you give us, you do motivate. That's what we pray, Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. So this brain actually process all these information and do reactions. So while doing these reactions or actions or perceptions which we are creating, right, this should not be only with this. So we should also ask God daily that you motivate us. So this is how the whole information and the perceptions and the reactions which we do it day-to-day life. So coming back to our elections. So so this is how any human being or any animal, I can say, as a or any jiva which taken a birth will do a reactions on the basis of the DNA and Manas. So this shows that this our ancestors, like if you see, there is a universe of uh, uh, people are in ancestors tree itself. So if you see the physical body or the DNA, we got all those information, whichever whatever they have possessed and kept in their DNA, right? That's all pass on to these to ourselves, and we do use those things to give, take, do some actions, decisions. All this we do it. So this is one part of the thing, and the other part, this the DNA, along with that, our geography is also impacts our reactions, because this DNA contains even which the geography which we have it. Because otherwise, you if you do keep moving to the different geographies, right? The DNA and the body is used to learn a lot of many things from the your external attributes or external factors. So if you keep moving too many geographies, it'll try to understand those things, and there is already a intelligence. It's not a artificial intelligence; it's a natural intelligence is there to our body and DNA. It will learn and it will take it. It'll account it and it will store those things into the DNA. So that's why we have whenever we greet anybody, other people, right? We don't shake hands, because our body will store those information itself to the in our body itself. So that's why we do a means we don't want to get confused. The DNA should not be store so many information, different information, so that it should not be confused. That's why we should keep our DNA intact. That we our DNA, our the geography also be we should be attached to the our geography. So as so if you're taking this is about the local geography which impacts on the DNA. So other part, like other than this itself, the whole, if you see the cosmos itself, the whole universe, there are many stars, many stuffs are there in the whole universe, which is created by the God. So in this, there are three different aspects is there, like time, mass, and space. This all also impact our the DNA. So where, which place we are there, means this all information is getting collected in the our DNA, physical DNA itself. So this whole universe, whatever the changes are happening in the whole universe, will be impacted to our DNA. So this is about the universe, how it impacts our local geography, how it impacts our DNA and the ancestral stuffs, which impacts our DNA. So along with that, this information all will be there in our our body and our DNA, and our we as an individual will do reactions to the in our day-to-day life. This now coming back to tomorrow's elections. So we are going to decide. I mean, means our vote will be counted, and there is a process of elections. Everybody's opinion will be taken care, and the Raja or King or the Prime Minister will be our representative will be get elected. So this is one process. It's all will be there. It was part of any nation. So while voting, we have to think. These are all aspects of what I said about the DNA and the manas, right? So before going through, we should understand our ancestral the history, means what exactly we came from, whom with, we are, we got this body. So how they were there, which are the place they were there, and how their behavior, what is their motive, what is their perceptions about the life and stuff, and what is their job was there, how the professions they were doing, and these and their behaviors. So the importance of adhyatmic their life, I mean, so spiritual life and other professional life, these all we should understand our the ancestral histories. And we also should understand the history of our geography properly. Like if you see, when, I mean, it was Akhanda Bharata, then Muslim invasion happened, and Britishers invasions happened, how they happened, and how, I mean, there are many manufactured histories being created by the some governments. So we have to see how exactly these things happen historically. That by geography also we should understand properly, because many people today in TV advertisements or papers are, they're all, they may give whoever writes, or they may be influenced by so many factors. So we should read that, and but we should understand also about the reality, or we do some reality, we should do a reality check, and then we should understand our history of our geography. And even our universe, how the creation happened, all these things, means it's more of a scientific perspective. Also we should understand the history of our whole universe, history of universe, history of your geography, and your history of your ancestors. All these things need to be understood. And our like there is a one, I just give a small story where when Dhritarashtra need, from Mahabharata, right? So Dhritarashtra need to decide whom to be chosen as a primary Yuvaraja, among either Yudhishthira or Duryodhana. he he takes them to the uh, before testing them, like their capability of ruling, right? uh, there are, the meeting happens between the seniors of the administrations, like the head of the head of the state is like Vidura, who is a Pradhan Mantri, and the Sainyadipati, which is a head of the military, and the seniors like Bhishma, Drona, and Kulgurus. So in that meeting, uh, they they ask the uh, perceptions of the whole population of the Hastinapura. So then the Sainyadipati or and Pradhan Mantri says that the perception is we have to choose the Dharmaraja, that's Yudhishthira, because all people are uh, they are selecting the Yudhishthira because he delivers better way, because we are aware of his skills and all. That's why whole mass, our population is looking at the Yudhishthira itself. So there is a, when any Raja or king or president takes the decisions, right, he has to consider the Janmanas. That means like the population's perceptions need to be, citizens' perception need to be chosen. So the similar way, the this whole electoral process is there in our country. That's Bharata. So we have to choose the right representative. So this is all whole about the whole elections process, and how we should choose it. So from my perspective, what I am going to do tomorrow is that, with all these doing the testing or introspection or meditation about our understanding our history, geography, and the universe, all these from my perspective, that we should choose this all knowledge, whatever we have it today, right, and which is very much required, is coming from the Vedic. So the whole Veda is given by God, and the Vedic culture and Vedic lifestyle all been developed in India itself. That's Bharata. So the Bharata have, did a lot many philosophical experimentation on the basis of Vedic culture and the Vedic texts, Vedic, lifestyle. So many philosophers came. In the one of them is Sriman Madhwacharya. So Madhwacharya has interpreted the whole Bharatiya Tattva Shastra and the Vedic scripts in his own way, and it is what we are, today we are, following. And it's a, very one of the most logical and convincing philosophy, and it's the root of this is Veda. So this Vedic culture, Vedic lifestyle need to be propagated to the whole world, so that the whole world need to be peaceful, healthy, and people should live in a harmony. So in that perspective, Vedic culture, Vedic perception need to be, if it is need to be safeguarded, so we should choose the person who can safeguard these Vedic culture and Vedic lifestyle, and he can propagate to the whole world. So if from that perspective, I will be, voting tomorrow. So similarly, you also please vote from that all, the whole, with this perspective. So with this, we'll conclude the today's Bodhi, that history and the reactions. So thank you, everyone. So you can, Shrish, you can, start.
Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama.
Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama.
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावङ्गता
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचराः नीचोच्च भावङ्गता
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
हेक्षादित्रितयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हेक्षादित्रितयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम.
Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama. So today's tips is health tips is that you have to wake up in early.